Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I've got some amazing fragrances to share for you. These are ones that I haven't really heard a whole lot of talk about, but I just think they're amazing and I can't wait to share them. There's a couple ones that aren't really for me. I think they're still nice fragrances, just not my vibe, but the majority of them are phenomenal. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. I would love for you to become part of the Weird and Wonderful family, and let's get into this. The first fragrance is by the different company, and it is called Majena, I think. Majena Sin. Now, there's nothing sinful about this fragrance. It's just amazing. So, this is what it comes in, and whoa, and this is the fragrance. Now, it has the notes right on it, which I think is really cool. And they sent me their discovery kit as well. And what I love about this is that the bottles are also refillable. Sometimes that ends up being a little bit more economical if you love the fragrance and it's just less wasteful. The bottle is thick glass, really beautiful packaging. This is the cap. The cap is kind of hard to get off, but the fragrance in here is so freaking amazing. So the notes in this are candied orange, bergamot neroli, orange blossom, Madagascar ginger. In the heart, you have heliotrope orchid, chestnut cream. Yes, please. Madagascar cinnamon, maple syrup, and the base is tonka bean, amber sandalwood, musk, vanilla gold extract from Madagascar. So some rich exotic notes. This is so, like, it's got some spice in it. It smells mysterious. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's got a little bit of a resinous vibe, but really, really like mysterious and sensual and exotic. I just imagine being somewhere in the South America. I imagine, what was that show? Jewel of the Nile? I think there was one before that. No, maybe it was Jewel of the Nile. Anyway, think like some hot place, South America. There's lots of different types of spices on the air and someone's playing and you've just gotten freshened up and you've got kind of a loose flowy skirt, and then this handsome like traveler shows up and you guys start dancing. You did dance the night away in the heat and the spices, and then your heat and spices. I'm kidding. But anyway, woo! This is amazing. Like, seriously, it smells so delicious. And for me, what sets this apart is the ginger. Like, the ginger just makes this literally spectacular. And I know that people are talking about it, but not that much. And like, I am in love with this. And what's amazing about this is, although it's spicy and it's got a little bit of kick to it, it's not so heavy that I couldn't wear this in the summer. Like, I have it on right now and it just smells amazing. So it comes alive in the heat, but it would be beautiful in the fall and winter too. If you like those spicy, mysterious, kind of sensual, slightly sexy, addictive fragrances, seriously, you need this in your life. Like, oh, it's so, so good. I honestly can't wait to explore more of the fragrances because that one is just so stellar. So anyway, moving on. Falton and Ror also sent me a little package, which was so nice. They sent me a ton of samples, which I can't wait to try. So I think it's the majority of their collection. And then they sent me this one, which I was really excited to try, but it's not in their regular set of fragrances. It's called 1,000 Palms. Now, this one was really, I've tried this one, so I wanted to talk about this one. This is really, really interesting because it's got a little bit of a vegetal vibe, but super kind of sophisticated and elegant. But it smells a little bit like green pepper. So it's uber unique, but I can't believe the projection, the freshness. It was really, really interesting. So here are the notes: bell pepper, petitgrain, and pink pepper, tuberose, coriander leaf, and mango, and patchouli and amber in the base. This is a really interesting fresh fragrance that I haven't ever smelled anything like it. And the green pepper was somehow something that I really liked. I think because it was different. So as far as a summer fragrance is concerned, if you like freshies and want to try something different, Thousand Palms might be up your alley. But this next one is phenomenal. So this is the packaging for Falton and Ror. And again, I really love this bottle. So that is the bottle. It's so like solid and substantial. It's just kind of clean, modern packaging. I love the F&R. It's on the front and the back. And I just think it's kind of cool looking, kind of luxe looking. The fragrance is just phenomenal again. So this fragrance, it's spicy again, it's mysterious. Now this one to me is more for fall and winter, but it is so gorgeous. Now I've seen on the internet, at least on Fragrantica, people are saying that it's similar to Angel's Share by Kilian. And I get where they're coming from because it's got rum, it's a little bit sweet and spicy. But to me, this is way better. I'm not a fan of Angel's Share by Kilian. I find it too sweet, too syrupy. This one is perfection. So it has cinnamon, rum, and bitter chocolate in the opening. In the heart, it has night blooming jasmine, labdanum, and tobacco leaf. And the base is tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk. Now, I find this to be completely unisex, but I can see some people finding this, I guess, a bit masculine. It is so gorgeous. The spice, like that cinnamon, it definitely comes out, but it's not overpowering. Sometimes cinnamon smells almost cloying. This doesn't. This smells like a beautiful kind of cinnamon with a little hint of dark chocolate. To me, it's fully dark chocolate. So the dark chocolate mixed with the cinnamon, like I love cinnamon and chocolate. I love hot chocolate with cinnamon. I love chocolate cake with cinnamon. I just love that combination. So I'm getting that in this with this dark chocolate, but it's more like a dark chocolate rum drink. So you get that rum in there for sure, but then there's that little bit of tobacco. This is kind of that intoxicating, addictive, darker, mysterious fragrance that's great for fall and winter. I find this to be cozy, but really, really sexy. And if you like a little bit of a sweeter, seductive type fragrance as a man, this is gorgeous. Like this is gonna reel the women in because it's so amazing. But I don't feel like it's so masculine that women can't wear it. I would say it's unisex, leaning slightly masculine, maybe. Like I don't find it masculine. I would wear it, but it would smell so freaking good on a guy. So really, really enjoy this one. I feel like the dark chocolate is what I get mixed with that tobacco leaf, almost has a bit of a coffee feel as well. And the cinnamon to me is the prominent note in here. So you have to like cinnamon, but the tobacco, the rum, the chocolate, I just think this is gorgeous. And this is a less sweet type of fragrance in the same genre as something like an Angel's Share. But I don't like Angel's Share, and I absolutely love this. This is just fantastic. Like this is going to be one of my easy reaches for fall and winter because it smells totally intoxicating. The next fragrance I want to talk about is from NATO, and it is called Alien Fruit. Now this fragrance to me is a little bit like the color of the bottle being kind of neon. This kind of reminds me of a neon fragrance. So it's super zingy. It's a little bit tart. It's different. Like it's not your typical fragrance. This one has got a little bit of a different vibe because it's fruity and there's a bit of sweetness, but there's also a bit of sour, and it's like a bright punch of kind of tart fruits. This has yuzu, pomegranate, and red currant in the opening. In the heart, it has guava, red fruits, and cyclamen, and the base is musk and white amber. So what I find is that the yuzu smells very, very green in this. So it gives me this like really uber green, slightly sour, almost like you're getting the green stems. So super fresh for summer. This isn't a safe blind buy in my opinion at all. This one is definitely an acquired taste. I actually really like it, but it's not my normal MO because it's so sour. That said, I think that it would be amazing in the major heat. What I like about this one is that it's uber unique. So I have literally never smelled anything like it. It smells natural smelling. So like the greenness in here actually smells like green leaves and stems somehow. The tartness is there, but as it sits on the skin, it gets a little bit sweeter. It's uber energizing and vivacious, but definitely nothing else like it in my collection. So it's super unique, but it wouldn't be for everyone. I need to give this one more wear time. So I haven't worn these a whole ton. I have worn it. I did notice it got a little bit sweeter on the skin. I enjoyed wearing it, but it certainly is different. It's not a juvenile fruity fragrance. It's definitely niche-y and different. Uber unique in my opinion. So alien fruit. If you've tried any of these, let me know. And also just so you know, the majority of these have coupon codes, like affiliate codes, and the majority of these were sent to me. So anyway, moving on. I have another one from NATO. It's called Breathe Out. I love the color of this bottle, and really the color suits this bottle. I'm really enjoying NATO. Like I like the fiery fig. I like strawberry redhead. I'm liking the alien fruit. This one is, well, I smell it and I really like it. I'd have to be in the mood for this one because it's so sea, fresh, aquatic feeling. Like it feels oceanic to me. So this smells like marine or sea notes, like for sure. There's a decent amount of salt in this. There's a bit of green. It feels really relaxing and kind of zen feeling, but I associate these marine type fragrances more with a masculine DNA. Not that it is, but for me, it's not really my vibe. It's got this airy, kind of aquatic, sea breezy type vibe. It feels really relaxing. It smells a little bit cold to me. So again, thinking cooling, refreshing, really zen feeling. That's the vibe that this gives me. So almost like a meditative type vibe. I'd love to smell this in a spa. It does. It smells spa-like, I guess. So it smells really nice. It's just not something that I would normally gravitate towards. That said, I'm looking forward to trying this in the major heat to see what, I'm liking to push the boundaries these days of what I normally go for because I'm getting more interested in different DNAs all the time. So definitely I wore this once and like I said, didn't love it because it's not really me, but trying it in the heat, trying it again, I'll keep you posted as to what happens with this. But if you like that marine, aquatic, salty, just barely sweet, kind of zen, spa-like vibe, this could really be up your alley. It smells fresh and clean for sure. Now this next company I had literally never heard of before, and they sent me a sample set. So I picked my two favorite fragrances. It's a smaller company again, and it's called Tempest Vite, and I believe it's out of the States. So the first one that I chose was Vanille Miel Brulee. So kind of a vanilla honey brulee fragrance. Now they sent me the two fragrances. They're just 15 mils, and they look like that. And these you can get them in 15 mils or 50 mils. And they also sent me two travel spray sized atomizer things that I could put fragrances in. I don't know if that's something that they always do. These are just 15 mils, so I wouldn't bother switching it over because this has the sprayer in it as well. So this is a super interesting fragrance. It's like a gooey, honeyed, slightly animalic, spicy creme brulee. This for sure is for a gourmand lover. This is decadent and totally interesting. So the vibe is really warm, it's sweet, there's some sort of gooey feel to this, a little bit creamy at the same time. Like seriously, I cannot stop sniffing this. And the whole time you're wearing it, it just smells amazing. Now, the thing about this, I love the honey in this, but there is an animalic quality to this fragrance, which is a really interesting juxtaposition with the gourmand aspect, but I'm totally digging it. So this has a ridiculous amount of notes in it, but like when I read the notes, you guys are gonna be so excited. Banana, custard, honey, vanilla, benzoin, castoreum. That's the animalic aspect. That's kind of beaver balls, like, or beaver, I don't know, beaver something. Anyway, moving on. Violet, cacao, labdanum, tonka bean, cinnamon, cade oil, jasmine, bergamot, patchouli, ambroxan, leatrice, musk, and Peru balsam. So a ton of notes. And this, it's almost like they've used kind of a vintage way of doing perfumery where you're adding tons of these notes to get some sort of delicious concoction that I have literally never smelt before. So do I get the banana? I don't know, but I certainly get this custardy, sweet, delicious, thick, yeah, custard, brulee, that kind of feel. Thick and delicious, like really satiating, but it's super honeyed. It's almost like they've caramelized the honey somehow. So amazing. But then I do get that castoreum. And castoreum, it's kind of like civet. So these types of animals, they kind of rub their, it's like their anal glands, but I could be wrong on that. But they rub their little bits and bobs on trees and different stuff like that, and they leave this animalic, musky smell. And when you add just a tiny bit of that kind of thing in, it's like it grounds the whole entire composition and makes it uber kind of sexy, intriguing. It's like adding indole to a fragrance. So if you have something that's super sweet, if you want to kind of ground it and make it like either more sexy or just kind of bring some balance to the fragrance, to use like woods or musks, like animalics, to kind of ground the airy sweetness, it just makes for a more interesting fragrance. So this is super, this is like just crazy good. I love this, but again, it's not for the faint of heart because of the animalic vibe. That eventually kind of starts to dissipate, and this lasts forever on the skin. So I just think it's such a fascinating fragrance. You wouldn't need many sprays, and this is definitely one that I'll be reserving more for cold weather for sure. Next is High Tea. I love the boxes that these come in. I wish that the bottles looked like that because I love the artwork that they put on these bottles. This is High Tea. Again, a little 15 ml. Now, High Tea, I believe, was created by Hez Borowitz from Hez Parfums. So I believe he's the nose behind this one, which I just think is really cool. This is such a refreshing, yet somehow cozy tea fragrance. So again, thinking about their MO, they have quite a few notes in this fragrance, but I'm gonna read them to you because I think that they're so intriguing. Tobacco, violet, bergamot, linden blossom, bitter orange, white musk, cedar, ambergris, ambroxan, leather, cognac, honey, isoe super, black tea, labdanum, benzoin, clove, bois d'Incense, sandalwood, cashmeran, vetiver, milk, and gingerbread. So really cool notes. This fragrance honestly could be worn any time of the year, I think, although in the high heat, you may want to be careful. It's a beautiful tea fragrance. Like there's a green aspect to this. It's really relaxing again. It is kind of zen, but in a way that I really love, as opposed to a marine vibe. Love the tea in here. I think the idea behind this is a little bit almost like a chai, where you've got milk, maybe a little bit of spices in the fragrance. Maybe you're having some petit fours along with your tea. So yeah, the high tea kind of idea. Really, really enjoyed this one. The only thing that I found was that the longevity wasn't amazing. So I got like maybe 3 hours out of it. So I'm hoping that the longevity improves. Vanille Miel Brûlée Beast Mode, this one is quite weak in the performance. But like I said, maybe I'll give it another try because sometimes you can't tell. Maybe I go anosmic, so giving this a really good wear test will give me a good idea. But anyway, really, really happy with these. Out of the two of them, this is the one that I'm like most enamored with. Like, I just think it's amazing. But again, both of these, I haven't smelled anything like this on the market. I just think that they're stunning and definitely not talked about. So Tempest Vite, definitely worth checking out. These were the two of my favorites. There was one other one that had a little bit of coffee in it that I didn't mind, but the other ones weren't my vibe at all. But these two are so good. Love them. These last two fragrances that I want to talk about, I have mentioned them kind of before, but they're from his Perfumes. He's slowly changing over all of his packaging to this a little bit more luxe packaging. So this is Banana Bread Banshee, which I already have in his older packaging, but he was nice enough to send me the new packaging. These atomizers are just phenomenal, like beautiful. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. Like, I love Banana Bread Banshee. We're talking thick, like chunks of caramel in your banana bread with a little bit of nuts maybe, and maybe some ooey caramel or gooey caramel drizzled all over the banana bread. Like, so delicious. But then like, oh no, it's a caramel rum or like caramel spice rum drizzle all over the banana bread. Seriously, I love this one. I love wearing it. It smells so delectable, but this is definitely more for fall and winter. But what an amazing gourmand. If you love banana bread, this is amazing. What I found was when I first got it, all I smelled was rum, but as it settled, I definitely got that banana bread vibe, and it is so amazing. Best banana bread type fragrance that is on the market for sure. Love this one. And the other one is his new fragrance, Jackson Square. Now, I think he's coming out with a new one again, but this one I find to be a little bit more masculine, but it's totally gorgeous. So I put this on my husband. He let me. I couldn't believe it. I was totally shocked about because he never likes to wear fragrances, but I'm like, please, will you try this? And I absolutely love this on him, but it's not your typical male fragrance. So this is definitely unisex leaning masculine, but there's a bit of floral in here. And the star of the show for me is the blueberry note. I just love that blueberry, but this blueberry is tempered with some cannabis and some green notes. So I'm going to read the notes for you. Violet leaf, coriander, and blueberry on the top. In the heart is lily of the valley, black pepper, cannabis, and rose. And the base is musk, ambergris, sandalwood, patchouli, and vanilla. So this one on me, it leans a lot more fresh. And what I find, like, so some people don't like the labels of masculine versus feminine. I get that because I think that fragrance is pretty much genderless. You can wear whatever you want. That said, there's certain fragrances where when you put them on a masculine DNA or masculine skin chemistry, but the skin chemistry is what makes the difference. So some fragrances I find work better on men. It's like they open up and just blossom, and other fragrances I think work better on female skin. So whether it be the hormones, the skin chemistry, all of that kind of stuff, plus the vibe, sometimes they work better on female. Now, that's just a generalization. Wear what you want. But this one on me, it leans way more peppery. I get the blueberry, but the pepperiness, the cannabis, the greenness, the freshness really came out on my skin. Whereas when my husband put it on, I got the blueberry, but as I smelt it, it became this gorgeous, complex floral on him that was so sexy. Like, there's something sexy about a man rocking kind of more of a florally type fragrance. I just think it's super cool. So this smelled amazing on him. I'm hoping he even liked it. Like, I couldn't believe it. So who knows, maybe I'll be able to convince him to put it on again. Really like it for a man. Not sure I like it for me, but I do think it's gorgeous. And that is it. What an amazing haul. I'm so excited to begin to wear these fragrances. The highlight for me would be Calle Ocho, and I'm going to do a review on like the whole line because there's not a whole lot out there. So eventually I'm going to do a video and just kind of highlight all kind of the high points of the fragrances in that line for you. The different company with that Majena Sin. Oh my goodness. Like the gingerbread vibe in there. I love gingerbread. Like it's one of my favorite things. So seriously, I am in love with that fragrance. So those two were the major standouts. Of course, I love Banana Bread Banshee. I've talked about that one a lot. Oh, and also Vanille Miel Brulee. That one is so good, so unique. So many amazing gems that I haven't heard a whole lot about. What about you? Have you heard about them? Have you tried them? If you have, weigh in and leave it in the comments. And like I said, everything will be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.